Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us here live tonight on Twitch. Twitch.tv/SpeedGaming2 is the channel. Make sure you follow all the Speed Gaming channels so you don't miss any of the great action that we bring you every single day, like tonight's race coming to you from the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2025 Winter Tournament, aka the Random Force Tournament. This is week 5 of Swiss action. The header is actually wrong. This is the 5th week. But we have 2-2-2 runners. So 3 wins guarantees you a spot in the championship bracket. So a lot on the line tonight. We've got Vincent 246 on the left, MagicFriends on the right. I am Deus Ex Machina. You can call me Dim Gaming or Dim for short. Joining me tonight in the commentating booth is CD Improv on the mic and Smile Fires on the tracker. So how's everybody doing tonight?
Oh, I'm good, thanks. I grabbed some carrot cake while I was up putting my dish in the sink. So, I'm going to be a little bit sugar rushy here in a couple of seconds. But yeah, we definitely want to thank Smile Fires for getting us set up and doing the tracking in the background. Without all of our volunteers, there's no way we would get as many of these races on air as we have.
Yeah, for sure. We were just talking about that in the booth, how much of I don't want to say a chore, but a lot of work has gone in behind the scenes getting all 92 runners every week.
Yeah, 92 runners is definitely one heck of a field, as it looks like we're starting one screen away from the Woodsword Cave, and it's a guy who can't say anything until we find a book.
All right, so looks like both runners are taking similar paths, going to head over towards the Dead Woods. Kind of surprised in this flag set. Usually the Armos item is turns out to be a good item, just because Heart Shuffle was not on. So you'll see a lot of runners go towards the forest where there's 3 Armos checks right away. But I get why they're going west towards the Dead Woods. There's a lot more open cave checks this way.
Yeah, I mean it is, but it isn't at the same time. Everybody has their patterns, and sometimes it's really hard to kind of break out of that, even if you're playing a different flag set or a different overworld. But yeah, for right now, it looks like they're going to kind of retrace each other's steps. There's a lot of early caves over here where if the sword is on this side of the map, like in the back of your head, you're just going, all right, I don't want to miss the sword if it's over here, because that is a huge thing to find early in the game.
Yeah. At least it's a pretty friendly overworld so far tonight. We've got Lionels, but honestly, I think Lionels are almost one of my favorite overworld enemies, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I don't mind the Lionels as much as the Wizrobes, because if you don't know how to screen scroll, those Wizrobes are terrible.
Yeah, Wizrobes or even Gorillas, because they just have that super quick attack.
The snipers. Yes, we don't want the snipers on the overworld.
But we do have our first Armos check at Death Armos. Pretty friendly screen for a screen called Death Armos, with the word death in it. But both runners got there tonight. And
every so often, you just end up with a nice, happy, friendly overworld, and then the dungeons are utterly miserable, and you're going, please let me back to the overworld now.
Yeah.
To kind of touch on a question in chat, are the games randomized the same way, or are they uniquely random? So both of our runners are playing on the same seed, which means all the items and dungeon locations are going to be the same. The enemies are going to have the same HP. There is going to be a slight difference, though, because Vincent is using a custom sprite set of, is it Mega Man 2?
It's one of the Mega Mans.
Okay, well, Vincent's a really big fan of Mega Man. Mega Man 5? Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mega Man 2 is my favorite of the Mega Man series, and I don't recognize this, so yeah, I was thinking it was something different.
Ooh, well, this
a max
is
mid 40 rupee mid secret. That is the maximum that it could roll to.
Yep, that's always helpful. A lot of these seeds have been determined by like resource management. Whether or not you have enough money to buy keys, if you have enough money to buy arrows, if you can afford bomb upgrades, all sorts of stuff like that. We're going to get a screen scroll over into the grave from Vincent, which is going to save him a little bit of time over MagicFriends, who's currently walking the maze, but this also makes sense because it saves him time in having to go north.
That I was just getting ready to say, I've always kind of been curious how much time you actually save, because you have to go through, I think it only saves you like one screen to walk all the way up to do the screen scroll.
It's gonna depend as we find a Take Any Heart underneath the grave for Vincent. It kind of depends upon what the enemy set inside the maze is. We have a friendly overworld, but if you end up with Wizrobes or Lionels or
Yeah.
Darknuts in there, it is a nightmare.
That is true too. All right, so both runners still taking the same path. They only have a couple more open cave checks on this side, and then you'll likely see them both up A back to start. But we will get another Armos check here in just a couple of screens.
Now, something I like to do if I have the health and I'm up here, there is that one open cave next to where Vanilla level 9 is located. If I have the health to reach it, I always want to check that when I'm up here because, again, it's a really, really weird one-off check as Vincent finds level 6. Let's see how friendly this is today.
Not the Armos item that we were looking for, but good to find some dungeons early.
I mean,
if it is a large dungeon.
Compass, Vincent's gonna up an A with it. I mean, there are times where there could be a bomb pack, keys, or even a free item just a couple of rooms in. So it's always useful to look.
Well, it's got Wizrobes though.
Run away.
I was gonna say it has a very early Triforce. It's key blocked or combat blocked. Either way, you're not getting to it, but without a sword. But
we are probably not coming back to that anytime soon, I had to say, as we're going to find another medium.
I would definitely make a note that Triforce is right there, because we don't know how many Triforces we need to get into level 9 yet, and that's a very quick and easy one to get.
Very true, but you're either going to need... so one of the cool things about the trackers being updated recently is that both of them give you a way to say, hey, this is why I left this dungeon, and this is what I need to go back. So this is the case where you would mark down that you may want a key, you probably want a key, and you definitely want a sword. But all right, MagicFriends is headed up to the cave. Vincent's a little bit ahead of him because he got out of 6 a little bit quicker. Vincent's trying to set up the screen scroll here. Now this is going to be a screen of levers, I think, since nothing has actually spawned yet.
Yeah,
there
they go. And Vincent finally just says, nah, we'll just
it's like a trap. It's like a trap that only pops up when you actually wander across the screen. We're going to find the candle store. No, Vincent, let it loose!
Vincent needs to see it.
Yeah, there we go. Go ahead and get your candle. Both of our runners. Did MagicFriends not buy the candle?
He did not. I'm not sure why he...
Maybe
because in this flag set, extra candles are not on, so you need to buy a candle.
It's a candle block candle store on our start screen. This is great. Now, maybe MagicFriends is going to head over to the remaining Armoses. Now, with money being a thing in most of these seeds, I kind of understand you want to see what your Armos item is before spending 2 medium secrets on that candle. But at the same time, you're going to have to double back.
Yeah.
Ooh,
and there's our white sword item.
Well, we need more than 4.
It is not 4 hearts, but that's a... I honestly think finding silver arrows early is my favorite thing, because it saves you having to make that decision of, are you going to gamble on them in 9?
Very true, because you're like, I got them. I can just walk in the door. Yeah. The only thing you're digging dungeons for are the items blocking you, and you know, like red bow would be nice. Yeah, bow's good. Yeah,
I mean, it's... You know the bow isn't going to be a 9, so you dig Triforces until you find the bow.
Now, Vincent's going to go ahead and pause on the Any Road exploration to check all of these open caves, because this saves him a little bit of time, and he's first going to check the Armos here to see if this is the Armos item. Oh, speaking of the red ring.
Goodness.
Well,
that is a massive Armos item find.
That's beautiful, and now Vincent is a very red Mega Man. Though, you know, half the time when I'm playing these seeds, if the game gives me something this nice this early on, I'm going, all right, where are the Wizrobes? How high are they going to roll? And, you know, what is the other shoe that I'm going to have to be ducking here? Vincent is going to find the last 2 Any Roads. One's on the... Oh, no. He found the 4th Any Road.
Well, yeah, he just randomly stumbled upon another one.
Oh, this works. This takes us to the corner we need to get to. Meanwhile, MagicFriends is working his way over there. He checked the open cave near the desert. He's going to have his red ring and whatever else might be hiding over here pretty quickly.
Yeah. Uh, decently priced bombs. 14.
I mean, we don't have to buy a ring, so
Yeah.
we are gonna have a decent amount of money in this seed. We've got arrows that are a couple of hearts away. Like, we might have to buy keys, but this is pretty good for the guys.
Both runners still looking for a sword, though.
Yeah, we're running out of places. So,
Yeah.
let's see. Open cave all the way down on the coast, I think, would be fairly trolling.
Yeah, a couple more open caves, and I'm not sure that... they both went all the way down into that southwest corner, didn't they?
I believe so, yeah. Because then MagicFriends just ended up walking the maze where Vincent went up and screamed.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they've both done it. MagicFriends did check the vanilla white sword cave, but I don't know if he actually made it into the cave under the waterfall or vanilla level 5. So that's a one-off, because that's going to be the only thing up there that we haven't seen. Vincent's gonna go ahead, check the rest of the open caves over here, and then we should know kind of where our sword's hiding. I think another thing we might not have seen is Vanilla 1.
Arrows.
MagicFriends
went the vanilla one. I forget what it was.
All right, so now both of our runners have that red ring. They've explored the inroads.
Would you have bought arrows there, knowing that silver arrows are just one or two heart containers away?
Well, oddly enough, yeah, I probably would have. I might have wanted to buy a key more, but
that's what I was thinking. I think a key would have.
Who knows if the hearts are going to be in take any's? You know, what if your take any's are all underneath power bracelets, and the power bracelet is underneath a Goma? So yeah, I probably would have wanted keys. But hey, we're good. You know, we got a red ring, we got a sword. Apparently our small is 5 rupees.
Yeah. Yes, besides that medium secret rolling up, everything else kind of sucks so far. The large was only 70 and the small's a 5.
Yeah, but look, our blue gorillas are one-hit bomb droppers. If they remember they're supposed to drop bombs, that is. Yeah. There's level 3 down in that coast cave for Vincent.
This is a nice smaller dungeon to find earlier, especially with a red ring and at least some combat now. And we have an immediate push block. This is screaming segment to me.
It kind of is. We did have a door that went to the north, so there's a chance that there's a chance that it might not be, but we'll see. There's a sword for MagicFriends. Yeah, we got a couple of doors, so.
Yeah, we got a couple of attempts. With the,
Oh. Now, you have sword beams. If I'm Vincent, I'd clear that. Because I want to know what that item is, if it's a bow, and do I really have to come back here with a ladder?
We got another potential push block room here. And these are those snipers we were talking about that are just a real pain when they spawn on the overworld.
They really are, because they can throw the boomerang at you, it feels like, halfway before you even made it on the screen.
Exactly. There's like I don't know if it's really a glitch or a bug or something, but they do like, they basically can attack within 1 frame or something like that.
Oh, we are segmented.
There's our segment.
Here you go. I did not see what was on the coast.
What that was, yeah. It loaded so quick.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing that when the runners get back off of there so quickly, it's a little difficult to see exactly who it was, what it was. Chat is saying it was the red candle. And our tracker Smile Fires is as well.
Okay.
There's the item for... Nope. Are we double segmented?
Was this where he popped out of? If it was, then I'm not sure why he cleared it, but maybe we are double segmented.
I mean, the reverse C can have a drop. That's the way back. Okay, so maybe he was thinking we were in, like, remove most open stairs or something? Though in level 3, the reverse C can, in fact, have an item drop. It's just not if it's a staircase.
Yeah,
unless remove most open stairs is on.
I will say, if the ladder is in here, then MagicFriends looks like a genius for not buying that candle.
Very pretty true. I mean, he'll have a little bit of exploration he's going to have to redo because he didn't have the ability to burn things, but he's going to find the compass here in 3. And man, that red ring is oh, hello, another Chevy.
All right, well, now Vincent's headed in the direction of the Triforce as well. He doesn't know it yet, but...
Yeah. So, there's the compass again for Vincent. Did we go in the room to the left of the start?
Yeah, it was a Chevy room.
Straight? Oh, yeah, it was
No, it was that Chevy room that you said you
map.
would clear in case it's a floor drop.
It's the map. So these smaller levels, they're coded to have the map pretty close to the dungeon entrance, especially if you end up with a case of you have no visible doors and you have to find a bomb wall. So there's a really high chance that Chevy room is in fact the map of this level.
Oh, look what's guarding the Triforce.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, but we got our red ring, 4 hearts.
We got a red ring.
We might be able to kill this. Though I think Vincent's going to go up and check what is above this first. Ooh.
Oh, much easier enemies to kill.
Yeah.
There's
the
our map.
All right. Ooh.
That's actually a pretty large segment down there. I don't think that we've seen that third room up in the dash.
Yeah, we haven't
either.
seen a lot of that.
Yeah, we're missing 2 rooms down there. So yeah, it's looking pretty likely that Chevy room might actually be the floor drop room.
Yeah, since the map was up here, because Chevys like to have floor drops. Vincent's gonna go see what he can find over this direction.
I might have tried to just kill that Patra and take the Triforce ride back to start, but
maybe.
But yeah, if you find a white sword or a wand or something here, it'll speed up combat on that Patra.
Yeah. I mean, you have red rings, so there's a chance that you live through that room. And MagicFriends is going to give it a try here. You have to be really careful to dodge the floor. We're going to find a heart in the staircase.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So in this flag set, every dungeon has to have at least 1 heart. It's just shuffled whether it's the floor drop or the basement item. So that could potentially be what would normally be the coast heart, or that could be the heart that's just always in this dungeon.
Oh boy. Chevy!
I think that confirms the Chevy room is the drop room. And he doesn't have beam swords
we've seen
now.
The entire top half of this other 3, though. MagicFriends is doing pretty good on this Patra fight, though. Come on, MagicFriends, you got this. The ironic part is the more Patrates you kill, the faster that floor can start shooting you with fireballs, because you can only have so many sprites active at a time. So the more of the Patrates you kill, the more space there is for fireballs to spawn.
Well, MagicFriends has bailed on the Patra fight.
Yeah, I can't say that I blame him. He's going to get the map. He's going to up an A and probably do exactly what Vincent did, is go check that 1 room. He's going to find the heart in the staircase. We won't be able to clear this unless they're flying enemies, or you can get them all to spawn in the center and stab them from below.
Another candle shop down on the coast, so if MagicFriends does not find the ladder in here and heads in that direction, then he should likely buy a candle.
We would hope so. Alright, here comes the staircase heart for MagicFriends. And we know that the silver arrows are the white sword item, but MagicFriends didn't have a candle, so he wasn't able to burn Candle Row, so he is not aware of that yet. Beautiful clip there for Vincent to get into the second quest 7 spot.
Magic sword. Alright, so there's the heart container pickup for MagicFriends. Now, he does have beam swords back. I wonder if he goes back and clears that Chevy room to try to see if that is the drop.
I would. If he makes it out of this room with them, I probably would. Because I want to know what the item is before I have to come back here with a ladder. Vincent's going to find level 7 under a burn bush near the desert. And it looks like we're going back in.
Okay. I'm actually not as opposed to level 7 digs as I used to be.
Ooh, immediate bomb
Right.
upgrade.
30
All right, here we go.
rupees
MagicFriends is going to give us
away.
the information. After we kill
Rolled
some
up
very
ropes.
tanky snakes, yeah. That's the
Oh,
book.
there is our item, and it is the book. So we need the book to understand the old man, to get the hints that they are trying to tell us. All the hints are helpful, though, so even the ones in the early dungeons that might say, you know, on Death Mountain is an entrance to death or whatever, those are all good knowledge to get, that the earlier you can get them in a seed, the better.
They really are, and they played a role in the seed that we just finished here about an hour ago. I won't say any more than that, but you know. Alright, so MagicFriends is going to go back through the segment. He's seen the book. He's got the heart. Maybe he's hoping that he's going to have slightly better luck against that Patra. I mean, he was doing really well. He just unfortunately had taken a little bit more damage than you would like.
Yeah.
Vincent's going to get some nice bomb drops when he's already full on bombs. Now, MagicFriends is hoping for a heart drop here. Yeah, that was a lot of bombs on one screen. It's like, I already got 8, and then the game's going to give me a couple more.
If only he could have bought that bomb upgrade.
I know, he was so close. So having it one room into level 7, even if you don't need to go back into 7, you'd go back for just the bombs.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen a few runners do that. Alright, so here we go, round 2 against Patra. It's kind of hard to tell if he's hitting the same Patrites or whatever the little things are called, but it seems to me like Patra rolled up tonight too. Or no, or do bosses roll up in this?
Maybe. Oh,
yeah.
Vincent. Did Vincent try silvers before he walked past that cave? And bosses are vanilla HP. But the Patrites, oh, Vincent, go get your silvers. Now, MagicFriends did an amazing job at taking down that Patra. He has the Triforce out of level 3, and he's on the board. All right, 6th heart. Vincent's going to go back. You get those silvers, and yeah, unfortunately, that arrow purchase is going to come to naught.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Patrites get the HP of the regular mobs. So whatever the regular mobs have rolled to, so it's plus or minus 2 in this case, I believe.
Okay.
But the middle of the Patra is going to have the same as the bosses. However, it's reversed when you're talking about dig doggers.
Okay.
Candle purchase for
candle
MagicFriends. Yeah. It's all that little random bits of knowledge. So, to be fair, you never really know what the body of the dig dogger has because you blow the recorder and you turn them into, you know, little mini enemies.
Yeah.
Alright, MagicFriends is going to do some of these candle checks we've already seen on Vincent's side. The MagicFriends getting that Triforce out of 3 is actually really, really good. He's not going to go back to 3 until he gets the... If he goes back to 3, it will not be until after he gets the ladder.
Yeah, and he has confirmed that the book is only 1 room in as well, so it might not actually be a bad play if you get the ladder early enough to make hint purchases worthwhile.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool. And to answer a comment from Smile Fires, can you imagine if the recorder dealt damage? That is one playthrough abilities to obtain the ladder. Okay, this is fine. But it's one of the reasons I really enjoy as Vincent finds level 8, MagicFriends finds 7. Sprite Shuffle, because every so often the recorder can be like your boomerang. It could be your arrows, and you're firing recorders at people.
Yeah.
It's really, really funny. Alright, MagicFriends is going to see the bomb upgrade in level 7. He's a little shy, and there's not really a great way to pirouette that door. So we're going to possibly come back when we have to.
Oh, he's going to screen scroll it. Can you do this?
He'd have to screen and scroll from the other side. He hasn't done the burn bush check down here because he didn't have a candle
Yeah.
when he came through. So this is what he's going for.
Yeah, that's okay.
Now, if the first time we had entered the screen, Vincent is trying to... Oh, Vincent did a nice pirouette, though.
Kind of a little bit of work to
Ah.
save one bomb to immediately see your ladder block.
Oh, dear. That's a
But-
problem. We're gonna... Now, the funny part is there is still room on the right-hand side of that screen for there to be a door to the right. A room to the right. So it looks like Vincent's gonna give it a check. So I think we entered from that way.
Yeah, we came from this direction. I think he's just trying to screen scroll, maybe back to 6, unless he's going to do some Death Mountain checks.
I get 4 bombs. I don't know if you want to do Death Mountain yet. But yeah, either way, there 6 would be okay.
Yeah, if you're going to do a Death Mountain check, then you need to be very proficient with your 10 counts.
Especially since we don't know if there's a bomb store up there at all. Hints for Magic Friends. We saw these on Vincent's side. Here's some bomb droppers, but they never remember they're supposed to drop bombs. They are, however, really squishy, and 6 is next door.
Yeah.
So you want more bombs, go into 6, pop back out, go kill those guys again. Alright, Magic Friends is going to do Candle Row, maybe? He's going to go all the way north? Nah, we'll do some Candle Row. This will not... Actually, it will. If he goes the right way, this will get him his silvers.
Yeah. Ooh.
Wait, where are we going? Oh, we're going to go do the burn bush up
to
here.
Do this last burn bush?
Yeah, I'd want this out of the way. I guess it's kind of a little bit just sticking out in the middle of nowhere. Alright, Vincent only has 3 bombs. Meanwhile, Vincent has 2 bombs.
He's got a couple bomb droppers on this screen. One of them's going to be much tankier than the other.
Oh,
there we go, the force.
He did a great job with that force. Here comes 8 for Magic Friends. Alright, so Magic Friends screen scrolled over to Forgotten Spot. He's going to find level 8. He's about to get the news that you are bomb blocked. Well, kind of. He's going to use the bomb. And then see that we're ladder blocked. Though when Vincent loaded that room, I didn't see the Gleeok at first.
I heard a noise. I heard like a boss roar, but I didn't see any boss. I was like, I don't know what was on that screen.
Alright. Magic Friends is going to hope for a bomb drop. He's going to get unlucky. Vincent's going to find level 4.
All the way out at the end of Death Mountain.
Now this is a perfect place to put that ladder, I'd say.
This is one of the worst rooms to try to fight wall masters in, because you got to keep avoiding those fireballs, and they love to hit you in the back and knock you into the hand.
Yes, which is highly unfortunate. Here comes a Take Any for Magic Friends. And he's about to find his silvers in 2 screens. Oh, look, segmented
we've got
4.
a segmented 4. Silver pickup for Magic Friends.
Yeah, now this is always nice. Magic Friends did not spend the extra 100 rupees on a candle, so he's a little bit ahead there.
Magic Friends did buy a candle.
I mean,
he didn't
arrows.
spend on
arrows. He didn't spend it on arrows.
We're also getting a little divergence now. Magic Friends going to go burn the dead woods before getting up the Death Mountain.
Yeah, we'll see what we can find in here, maybe. Dude, snakes rolled up. It has to be one of my, like, most annoying things, basically.
Alright, this should be our item. Oh,
well, it's something.
No, we do know where Magic Sword is, so Mags could be in play at this rate. That's all we seem to be finding is heart containers in the basements.
Vincent's gonna wander away from the gels for a minute, and then he's gonna go back. And welcome, Raiders.
Yeah,
haven't really had much happen yet. We know where our silvers are. We've got them. They were the white sword item. No idea where the bow is. Red candle on the coast, and a very free red ring underneath that Armos.
Nice reverse clip by Vincent there. That's one thing that I had still yet to master in my 3-ish years of playing this game.
Yay. Yeah, I can't. I have trouble with ladder clips and anything having to do with water and the ladder.
Yeah. Yeah, anytime I actually get a ladder clip, it's really just because I got lucky.
The only time I've done it, I was so ticked off, I was about to rage quit. And I don't know how I did it, so, you know, it's going to stay that way for a while. Alright, Vincent's going to go ahead and clear this room. We are looking for a floor something. It could be a heart. We could have just found our coast heart in level 4, but we won't know until we see another item. MagicFriends is going to go back to the waterfall area.
Key pickup. That's one thing we haven't seen a whole lot of this seed is keys.
Yeah, we're both sitting at 1 key at 30 minutes in. This is a little troublesome, especially with the low money seed, even with the medium rolling to maximum. Alright, Vincent's going to mark his tracker and see what we need to figure out here. I would not... This can have a floor drop in level 4.
I think this is the room that we popped out of.
Oh, alright. Staircase room. Is it going back? Nope, it's not a staircase.
No, okay. Well, I guess that's not the room that we popped out of.
I thought it was that one. Meanwhile, MagicFriends is headed in the direction of Death Mountain. He went ahead, did the waterfall, and, well, none of that helped. So we are fast approaching the point where we're going to have to figure out how to dig one of these levels, possibly 6, in order to find stuff and things.
Yeah, it looks like we're using one of these keys. I would have maybe went right.
Ooh, this works.
I don't know. Kind of, yeah. Either way, you're kind of...
I mean, he at least chose one that gives him another door and the potential for
Yeah.
because there's the key.
Okay. Spend a key and get a key. Oh, if this is an old man, then you
Bomb
can't
down.
get around him.
But we can at least bomb down, so that part's good.
And we have bomb droppers, so we can hopefully get our bomb back. Well, we
There's
got a
the
Triforce instead.
Triforce. Oh, he's got to go all the way around this.
Yeah, that...
Take it, and go back in.
Yeah. You're going to be backtracking 3 or 4 rooms anyway.
Yep, but there is the Triforce at a level 4 for Vincent. I imagine we go back, we see him go back in, because this is off in the absolute middle of nowhere, and we don't have an easy way to get back to it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. At this point, you're pot committed to this level 4. You're going to full clear it if you can. We could still get up there and get key blocked out of it, but yeah, you've only got... I think he only has 4 rooms left to see.
I think it's the top of that, like, the word level. It's like one of the rooms on the right of the, like, the V. It's one of the rooms in the V, and then, like, all of the ones in the top row.
So maybe 5, might be 5 rooms left.
Yeah, he's going to try to bomb here. Yeah. This is actually good. We might get out of here with a key. And MagicFriends, meanwhile, has joined... Oh,
there's the any key. Chat called
Somebody
it. They said
chat,
the any key was going to show up.
Good call. Somebody in chat. All right, so we got the any key out of 4. This is really good for Vincent. We were key blocked in level 6.
Yeah, well, keys have kind of been a struggle all night. I haven't seen anybody get above 1 or 2 keys.
Mm-hmm. But all right, here we go. MagicFriends, I imagine, he's probably going to have to do the same path as Vincent unless he immediately bombs when he gets over there. Vincent's now up to 108 money. Yeah, so now we just save all of our money for bomb upgrades as Vincent's going to find Take Any Heart up in Death Mountain. Oh, good bomb there for MagicFriends. Oh, Mr. Dongo's just gonna be, I would just feed him. Just feed him.
The troll dongo.
Jerk face. Now, MagicFriends sadly will not get the bomb refund.
One. Yeah.
Vincent is looking for, I think, did he try bombing that earlier, maybe?
Yeah, that was the
store.
screen that he started on.
Okay, because I was like, why did we just walk right past that? MagicFriends, I think this room gives you a key? Oh no, this is the transport staircase we came through.
No, this is the heart container.
Oh, it's the heart. Whoops. Yep. Alright, Vincent's on his way to East Death Mountain. Now, I imagine if we don't find anything here in East Death Mountain, that we're going to probably end up back in 6. Because 7 is...
6 or 7.
7 is ladder blocked? 8 is ladder blocked. Oh no, 7 is... we're not sure.
Yeah, I think 7 is just large dungeon early in the seed. I don't know if anything actually turned them around other than just hashtag never 7.
Yeah, don't do 7. I mean, we now have the money for the bomb upgrades, so that's good. We don't need to buy keys anymore. Vincent, don't buy keys. He's gonna buy bait. Okay, Vincent, I like this. Oh no, MagicFriends got hit by one of the boomerangs and lost his bomb force, but he's gonna go ahead and get a bomb pack off the floor, so that's good. Alright, Vincent's headed in the direction of this lovely... What? Where are we going?
Vincent might be heading towards the waterfall area because he hasn't checked that yet.
Yeah. Six.
Nope, back towards 6.
Oh dear, we're going to 6. I mean, this makes sense. 6 is up here.
Yeah,
we were key
Yeah,
blocked.
you're up here already.
Yeah, we're here. We have done all of Death Mountain and found nothing with the exception of the power bracelet and recorders. Vincent has a bomb check here, and did we see anybody make it up into vanilla level 6? Hints, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we checked that on the, I'm pretty sure they both checked it on their way here. But now I'm not sure where he's going. Dead Woods? Maybe he's gonna go burn the Dead Woods?
Makes sense. It's a lot more palatable than going into level 6.
Alright,
Triforce for MagicFriends.
Triforce.
You should again pick this up because you're gonna have to do the same thing that Vincent did probably, or you're gonna have to go all the way around just to come back. Looks like we're gonna go all the way around just to come back, which is also fine. It's just time-wise, it may have been faster to up A. Alright, Vincent is gonna burn the Dead Woods, and I still think we're going back into 6 or 7. Because most of our overworld checks are done. Like, we need items.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be one of those nights where there's going to be multiple dungeons overworld blocked.
Gee, it's a theme. But yeah, level 6 was basically we walked in and there was a key door. We had no sword at the time, and there was not much we could do about it. So I have level 6 marked as we need a sword and we need keys. And now with the any key and the wood sword, we should be okay.
Okay, so Vincent up a back to start.
Any road?
Maybe he's making his way towards an any road, yeah.
Yeah, the any road, the first one he found is one screen up. Or one of them is one screen up. There's the any key for MagicFriends. It should make his path back to his Triforce a little bit quicker. Waterfall. Vincent hasn't done the waterfall yet.
Okay. And I think this is our first look at 1Q5.
I thought MagicFriends had come over here. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you did, and I just didn't mark it because it was nothing
showed up
in particular.
Oh, very high potion
Expensive
prices
potions.
tonight. Yeah.
All right, well,
All
this
right,
looks like it's
Triforce
going to
pickup.
be the Triforce for MagicFriends. So MagicFriends might be a little bit behind on overworld exploration, but does have the Triforce lead.
He does,
So
but we're gonna need quite a few things to get into to 9 at this point. 'Cause I'm pretty sure these guys have just finished up like every available between the two of them. I'm pretty sure we finished up every available overworld check that we had left.
I agree. I don't see anything left on my side tracker that we can get to.
Ooh, is Vincent going to 7? There is a Take Any Heart that we had seen a couple minutes ago on Vincent's side.
Yep. 7 is a much closer walk than 6 if you're going back to start.
True, and with the Any Key, maybe there's a key door we can go through. And
oftentimes 7 is smaller than 6.
Sometimes, yeah. We have a question from chat. Why do runners always check waterfall itself before the open cave above the waterfall? So the order does kind of vary. Some runners like to do the top of waterfall and then they come down and they do the bottom. Other runners, I do it waterfall cave first, and then sometimes you take deaths on the white sword screen, especially if it's full of Wizrobes and Lionels and other things that are just like, no, you're not getting past me. So sometimes it's all about, I can get up here, I can do this first, and I know for sure it's done, and then you just come back for the other one. Hey, you got a staircase with a map.
And a map?
Oh.
Okay, it's not a very small 7.
No, it's not. It looks kind of like a scorpion, but there's going to be that recorder for Vincent, so this could work out.
If I'm Vincent, I leave right now. I go do those recorder checks.
Maybe check like a couple of rooms, you know.
You can just see if there's a Triforce, but
like,
I would definitely not dig this entire.
No, but I would check the
entire
open doors.
dungeon.
Check as many open doors as you have that could be drop rooms. Don't kill anything too difficult because the enemy set isn't actually bad in here. There's no Wizrobes. There's no Dark Nuts. A Fiddler Crab. Okay, sure. There's another one. That's the second one of these rooms that are in here. Now, Vincent did not push the staircase while he had a chance, or the block. And yeah, to answer a question from Scaramucci, I would just check what is readily available, and then I would nope out. Because the enemy set isn't terrible. There's no Wizrobes, there's no Dark Nuts.
MagicFriends also back into this level 7.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So we're still missing dungeons 1, 2, 5, and 9?
1, 2, 5, 9. Yep, that's what I.
All of which
missing.
Are blocked by things.
That's why I would not. I wouldn't spend time in this, especially seeing that map. I mean, you can keep going until you get just blocked.
I'd rather kill pancakes than plus HP blue Dark Nuts or Wizrobes.
Oh, so would I. But there's also no guarantee that there's going to be rolled up Dark Nuts or Wizrobes in a level 1 that has multiple hearts.
Alright, here we go.
Or,
good bomb from Vincent.
Yeah, that's not bad. And this is, well, we've already found the basement item, so at best this is a...
floor drop or transport.
Yeah, I guess this could be a drop room in here.
Another great bomb. Vincent's gonna get the force as well. Alright. It is the transport staircase. He might take this, or he's gonna go check those other 2 rooms.
Yeah, I finished out this quadrant, I guess.
Oh, hi, jerk face.
Gotta be careful, he's down to 1.5 hearts. Even with a red ring.
Oh, compass and a bomb drop for Vincent. That's really good.
Yeah.
Now, MagicFriends has gone on to check the recorder spots. Vincent's going to continue digging 7.
And now that you have that compass, then I would see where this transport takes me, but it's going to take you up there somewhere, because we've seen everything south of here. You might as well go get the Triforce, assuming it's not Goma block.
Yeah, see, this isn't bad. We're only a couple of rooms up. Well, we don't need the bomb pack, but... Hey, we're gonna take it anyway. I think he was trying to I think he was just trying to get past the pancake to bomb here. And the game's like, no, don't die, Vincent. Alright,
Oh,
we
you
can't go
get
that
there
way.
from here.
Go the other way. We're in Maine! That's actually a pretty common joke in Maine, that you can't get to that side of Maine from where you are.
Oh, really?
Free Triforce, he just has to not die to the pancake.
I used to work for a manager that would always say that. It would drive us nuts. Every time you'd ask him a question, he'd say, "That's a trick question. You can't get there from here."
Alright, Vincent's gonna go ahead and get his Triforce at a level 7. The Triforce count is now even.
Alright. Vincent gonna forego desert checks for second quest recorder lake. MagicFriends accidentally, I think, got swept up in the whirlwind, but it only took him one screen away, so not a big deal.
Yeah, he's gonna
Or
be
maybe he
able
was just trying to figure out where his count was.
Maybe. When you first get it, it's kind of difficult, especially if you started checking
Yeah.
things and it's changed. Vincent's gonna go ahead. I think we're gonna see him wrap around, do the desert. MagicFriends is probably gonna head towards the grave and those 2 checks over there.
Grave or East EM?
Yeah, ECM is a thing. To answer your question in chat, yes, Scytown is definitely still running this game. He is currently, he hasn't raced yet this week, so he is 3-1, I think.
I believe he's 3-1. At least 3-1, yeah, he's still one of the top runners of Z1R Randomizer.
Now,
Vincent back in this level 3. Now, he did not see the book on the floor.
No, but he knows what a Triforce is, and he died to the Patra. So
yeah.
now with a red ring and a bunch more hearts, he's going to go get his Triforce. To answer your question in chat, who is the reigning champion? If we are talking about tournament wins, I guess that would be SG Live?
Yeah, SG Live was the last tournament, I guess. I honestly don't remember who won, though.
Yeah, neither do I at this point, but I'm going to go ahead and check. I can look at the leaderboards real quick. Alright, so currently in first place on the Racetime GG leaderboards is TA909.
Yeah, I wonder what he's up to. He's not in this tournament. He must be, I know he was streaming a lot of Zelda 2.
Yeah, he was in the Z2R tournament. Alright, so level 6. Thank you, Smile Fires. Shaddy won SG Live online. And then it was it Malkier in real life? Alright, Vincent is trying to take out this Patra.
Meanwhile, MagicFriends is back in level 6. Now, I don't know that he's seen every recorder spot, but apparently that recorder didn't get us as much as we.
Yeah, we didn't do the grave. We didn't do the Dead Woods recorder spot, but he did quite a few of them, and we didn't find anything. Plus, there's a high chance that we're gonna need something out of here.
Yeah, at this point, it's looking more and more. Yeah, more and more likely that we're going to need a power bracelet or a raft or both.
Yay! And a ladder. Vincent's going to get his Triforce out of level 3, and he's now taking the Triforce lead.
Oh, I would save this room.
He did.
You're down to half a heart.
MagicFriends saved and left the room with the Wizrobe.
Oh, okay.
Now, thankfully, the bubbles are going to keep this from respawning, and we're going to find the bow one room into level 6.
Bow. So now we have bow and silvers. At least we have some excellent combat, and now it's just
So that
essentially Triforce and Go mode as long as you can find all the Triforces.
Yeah, but you know what else this tells us? Having found all of our other dungeon locations, either 8 is not in fact ladder blocked, and there's something that we missed, but I think it is, or one of these recorder locations is going to open. Because we've seen the item in 3, we've seen the item in 4, we've seen, I think, right? Yeah, any key in 4. We've seen the item in 6 and 7. We got the white sword spot. So one of those 2 remaining recorder spots will open.
We have not seen level 9 yet, chat.
Nah, we're gonna need power bracelet for that.
We are missing levels 1, 2, 5, and 9. So yeah, and if I'm remembering level 8 correctly, there was only one way you could go from start. And it was ladder blocked. So, level 5, under a recorder spot, by process of elimination, something blocking the overworld has to be in here.
Exactly.
And
there's the Triforce out of 6 for MagicFriends. Nice.
Yeah, we had the compass early in 6, so we knew the Triforce was only a few rooms in.
Yeah.
So, with the bow also only being a few rooms in, hopefully Vincent gets back there soon, or he's going to be...
He will. I mean,
I don't want to say he's fallen behind, but... Well, I'm just afraid that this is going to be power bracelet or something, and that's going to get him off doing power bracelet checks.
Oh, it's bow blocked.
Well, he's bow blocked,
so... Send him right back to 6. He's going to check the remaining power bracelet. Not power bracelet. He's going to check the remaining recorder spots, and then Vincent is going to head back to level 6 because he won't have much of a choice.
Yep, and MagicFriends also in this level 5, but he will get past this.
Yeah, the Gomo. The giant crab spider monster that you should totally make like the world's biggest crab cakes with.
Okay, is the rule of 5 in effect, or is this the bow? Or the, not the bow, but the, I saw him firing the bow, and that's what triggers my brain.
Yeah.
Or the,
nice
item.
fairy for Vincent is going to allow him to finish clearing this room, by the way.
It is the rule of 5, which says the first staircase you find is always the transport.
Every so often it's something good, and it surprises the heck out of you. All right, Vincent now knows that he is bow blocked, and he's going to check whatever recorder spots he has left. If he doesn't find another level, he's on his way back to 6, because that's the only thing he's got. Which will then get him the bow, which will then get him further in 5.
Yep, there's our heart container on the floor in 5, so now we're just looking for a staircase item.
So the biggest, I guess, not really troll for Vincent would be to find one of the missing levels and have it not be level 9 under a recorder spot. Because if it's 1 or 2, he's going to go ahead and dig them, and while we know that's probably not a terrible idea since we're going to need a power bracelet or a ladder, it could slow him down a little bit more.
Yeah. Alright, this is hopefully our push block to the item.
Yay!
And it appears to be.
It's the white sword. There's another level we have access to because this is not getting us progression. One of the grave spots is going to be a level.
We have not gotten any hints yet, chat. Neither runner has the book. Yeah, neither runner has the book. The book is ladder blocked in 3.
Yeah, one room in.
And without the book, we cannot understand hints.
MagicFriends covered the grave spots, so this is going to be something. There we go, level 2 for Vincent. So this actually could work out for Vincent. He still will end up having to go back into level 5, maybe. Alright, this is going to be either a power bracelet raft or a ladder. And to answer question in chat, yes, 2 has to have one of those items. There's a ladder block in 5. Oh no.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
I am much happier to be watching this race, let me tell you. Alright, Vincent's gonna go ahead and clear 2. MagicFriends is going to be heading in the direction of his remaining recorder checks to be able to find whatever it is in level 2 that gets us the rest of our levels. What are the logic rules for dungeons? So you may be required to double dip. You will never be required to do any of the tricks like block clips or ladder clipping or anything like that in order to complete the dungeon. So there's the raft for Vincent. We're headed to a raft spot. But yeah, there's nothing in the logic that will say that you don't have to double or sometimes triple dip a level. And logic should assume that we need all 8 Triforces. I think you're right, Hayo, unless, again, there was something in 8 we didn't see, but I don't think there is. So ladder would most definitely have to be the item, and one of the items in 1.
Yeah.
Triforce out of 2 for Vincent. Sorry, K-Tap, it's required again.
And I believe that also means that level 1 has to be behind a raft spot, right?
Yeah, I think so. Because 9 would do us no good. We've already seen the items in 6, 7, 5, 4, 3, and now 2. So Vincent's going to go over here. He's going to finish checking his remaining recorder spots before he checks that raft spot. Because he still has an item in 6. Triforce out of 2 for MagicFriends.
And MagicFriends already checked the grave.
Spoilers,
the chat is
K-Tap,
telling us they
spoilers.
did. So he should go do this raft check first. And then, well, both runners now have the Triforce out of 3, so that's an easy whistle back to 3 to check the coast raft.
Yeah, this isn't going to be horrible. Now, here again is where this is going to flip-flop a bit. MagicFriends can immediately go check the raft spots.
Now, Vincent could world wrap right there. It'd probably still be just quicker to
It
whistle
doesn't have a ladder.
3. Oh, that's right.
You can't world
Well,
wrap if you don't have a ladder.
I keep forgetting about that. But who uses a ladder to cross a body of water anyway? Not to mention, have you ever thought about the logistics of carrying a step ladder around in a dungeon while you're trying to fight monsters?
Yeah. I mean, it folds up. It's one of those like those pocket bicycles. Vincent, where are we going? Oh, he's got a recorder spot up here in East Death Mountain. Now, unfortunately, he did walk past level 6. Here comes level 1 for MagicFriends.
Yeah, it was at the coast raft spot.
Now there has to be a ladder in here. Like, this is hard required to have a ladder. Somewhere. Yeah, I gotta love segmented ones. Now, MagicFriends is gonna go ahead and clear this. That white sword is gonna be helping out a great deal. The bow and arrows will allow him to be able to shoot whatever he can't hit with the sword when the bubbles get him. Vincent
the combat
is now headed
advantages
back into 6, hopefully.
The combat advantages are starting to pile up for MagicFriends with the white sword and silver arrows, being able to actually fire the silver arrows, that is. Oh, it's double segmented. Yay! Or triple segmented, or however you want to say that. There's 3 segments.
All right, Vincent's headed back into 6, which is really good for Vincent since we know the bow's in there, and he can get the Triforce in case we need it.
This could also be a drop room, so I would just... Oh, no, not in 1. In level 1, I cannot.
I still clear it anyway.
Yeah. I would have cleared it because I forget about that it's not a... It is a drop room in the majority of dungeons, but not in 1, 4, or 5.
All right. Vincent, meanwhile, is about to get his bow once he finishes clearing this lovely and wonderful room. All right, here you go. Vincent's doing a good job of taking out most of this. The bubbles are going to make the last little bit of this a bit more complicated, so he's going to go ahead, shuffle, see if he gets something that isn't a bunny, and keep going.
A little easier.
Yeah, I'd rather hit the Gibdos, because they at least die to bombs. There's the
our power
bracelet
as well.
one as well.
So now we we'll have access to the entire overworld once we get our ladder out of here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the ladder is also going to be a floor drop, so you're stuck clearing rooms like this.
Well, this does like to drop in level 1 occasionally when it remembers it's supposed to.
Yeah, it's just an awful enemy set. Blue.
Yep, there's the
Dark
bow
nuts.
for Vincent. Now, you have the compass for this level 6, so you continue through the key door and go get that Triforce, which is only like 3 rooms away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. And then we'll be,
to answer your question in chat, there's the ladder, by the way. How do you
there
know
is
that
the ladder.
this has a ladder? So, we need a ladder to be able to finish level 8 and get all the remaining Triforces. Even though the entry into 9 is a random number of Triforces, the ladder is not allowed to be in level 9. So given what we've seen and what we can't do in level 8, we knew it had to be in this level 1.
Oh, the Triforce is in one of the segments.
Yay!
And this is
Not
the
that
wrong one.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the other transport was only 1 or 2 rooms in, I think.
Yeah. Alright, Vincent's about to get his Triforce at a level 6, but he came in from the wrong side! To answer your question in chat, we've already seen all the overworld items. We've seen the... oh, there's the... Wow! Level 6 is beautiful. So nice that we only have to do like 4 rooms of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so level 1, all the overworld items we've already seen. We had the silver arrows as the white sword item. We had the red candle hanging out on the coast, which you need the ladder for. And the red ring under the Armos. And we've seen every other item in every other level except for 8, which we can't get into without the ladder. Triforce out of 6 for Vincent. Triforce out of 1 for MagicFriends.
Alright, so the Triforce count remains tied up. The only difference being that Vincent has the Triforce out of 7. The MagicFriends has the Triforce out of 1. Now, Vincent's going to go do some raft checks, but he's going to the wrong raft spot first.
That's okay. Won't take him long to get back to the other side of the world. And who's
Yeah, you
winning?
can just whistle
Chat.
there.
We're winning.
Yeah, it's actually, to be honest, there is no way to say who's winning right now, because this,
We might
They're
still
tied up
have
on
to go back into
Triforces.
these big levels. Yeah, until we see if we
Yeah.
can get into level 9 or not, we're not entirely sure. We also have to find 9. Vincent is going to recorder to something over here. This works. 7. Good thing he picked up the Triforce. He can also recorder to 3, which is a little bit closer.
yeah.
Alright, we're not going to get the
Getting
second
some
quest river spots because we only
river?
have 2 bombs. He's only got 2 bombs right
Okay.
now.
I
Check
still would
what you
have done
can.
them while I was there.
I would have. I have the ladder. It could have been something, helpful or useful or, level 9, but it's okay. So it would have saved you time and having to go back in case we don't actually find.
The second
Hey.
quest in this randomizer tournament. So this is what they call a mixed quest overworld. So both first and second quest spots can spawn. If the cave is in both first and second quest, then it is guaranteed to open. If it is only in one or the other, then it has a 1 in 3 chance of opening.
So what's really cool for our runners? They both have a great deal of hearts right now, so there is a chance that we may have a tiny chance of picking up that magical sword that we saw like 50 minutes ago.
Yeah, that would really benefit Vincent since he's still on Wood Sword. MagicFriends already has White Sword, which a lot of runners will. I mean, obviously, if you're passing by the cave, then it doesn't hurt to check. But a lot of runners will not go out of their way to go back for the Magic Sword if they already have the White Sword.
Very true. Vincent should just, there you go, Vincent. Vincent's just going to walk through this. I don't think that was anything. But yeah, we do have second quest rooms, push block rooms, as far as a few second quest features. There is a potion pickup for MagicFriends as he finds his last Tigany.
So he, likely then is not making a magical
Uh-oh.
sword play.
Huh. We got one more. Did we do West Death Mountain Power Bracelet near level 4? We did West Death Mountain and it didn't push. Okay, so if Magic Friends walks up here, pushes this push block, then I think we're looking at river blocks. Nope, there's 9. All right, how many trade forces?
9.
Womp, womp.
7.
Oh dear.
Not what you want to see, especially when you already have 5. You're thinking you're ready to go.
All right, so he's right around the corner from 7. I imagine we'll see him
7's
go to
right here.
7, yeah.
Yeah, the Triforce is pretty deep into 7, but
He's done most of 5, so we will see him go to 5. Vincent's going to find the bait block in level 1, clear out his inventory, and he's about to get the heart in the staircase, I think? Or is this the transport?
this is a transport, but this might be the compass. Okay,
Ah, okay.
here it is. But he didn't get the map somehow, so he doesn't know that this is double segmented. He's about to get the
Well-
bad news right here. And he's gonna
Yeah,
probably
he'll
think
know.
that he's bomb blocked because those top 2 segments are only a couple rooms apart.
Yeah, up and 8, Vincent. You're okay. You got a bunch of visible stuff. All right,
But he
we're
saw the
back
other
into 5
transport,
for
so he
Magic
has to
Friends.
know that.
Magic Friends is going back into 5. He's already got both of the items out of here, so I imagine he's just gonna kill anything that could be a Triforce, and then maybe go back to 7.
Did he? I thought that he. Oh no, there was a ladder block up top. So he did not.
He got the white
No.
sword and he got the heart off
Yeah.
the floor.
Yeah, I
He's
was just
either
trying to
looking
think
for
like.
a compass or he's looking for a Triforce, which is why you clear this room. Here's the heart in the staircase for Vincent.
Yeah, I was trying to think though if he knew where the Triforce was at and knew that it was ladder blocked, but I don't think he actually saw
no,
the
he
Triforce
just-
itself. He just encountered
No,
a
he
ladder
reached
block.
the top and he couldn't get to the
Yeah.
remaining rooms. So he's going to clear anything he didn't clear the time he was in here before.
Now this had a standing drop in it, but clear out the bunnies and get some free money.
All right, Vincent's continuing to work here in level 1. He's going to find that other transport staircase, which will take him to his Triforce once he gets out of the pancake.
Yeah, he needs to. He obviously needs to go back in though. He knows that, I'm sure, but I believe so far the only. Oh, he did get the power bracelet. I missed him picking up the power bracelet, but
He
the
just
ladder
needs
is
the
also in here,
ladder.
which I
He's
mean,
probably going to want.
you don't need. Well, I guess you do because you need. With 7 Triforces, you either need the Triforce out of 5 or 8. So
Yep,
yeah, the
and
ladder
it's
is hard
ladder blocked.
required. Yep. Now
All
this
right,
is
level 5 some more. Ugh. There's the Triforce for Vincent. He's going to go ahead and pick it up. What is the bare
chat is
minimum
asking
item set you need for 9? Bow and silvers.
yeah, bow and silver is bare minimum, but you never feel good about going into 9 without a ladder.
All right.
Well,
Vincent,
okay, a sword. Chad is
Ooh,
correct. You also
boundary.
need a sword.
Well, yeah, but you probably have that before you get into 9.
Yeah.
Because you have to get all the Triforces required
Now-
to get into 9.
There is a randomizer flag where you can turn on swordless, and in that case, it makes the wand capable of hitting Ganon, but that's only if the swordless flag is on. And then obviously, you don't get a sword either.
Triforce out of 5 for Magic Friends. He did purchase that bomb upgrade, which is going to give him extra bombs. Vincent, unfortunately, has 0 at the moment. And left the ladder behind in level 1.
He has to know it's in there, though, because,
Because he's gotten the item out of 8. 7, rather.
and well, he didn't get the item out of 5.
Yeah. He
The
might-
ladder
I
could
mean,
still
that
be in
white
5.
sword would help,
He was
and 5 would be an
he was
easier
bow blocked in
Triforce.
5.
Yeah, but 5 would be an easier Triforce than, but he won't be able to get it without the ladder, unfortunately.
Yeah. But I'm just thinking that that's why he left the second item in 1, because he doesn't, for him, it's not guaranteed to be the ladder, because he still has an item outstanding in 5.
Yep, nice ladder clip from Magic Friends. He's going to clear this, but I don't think in the current settings of the randomizer that can have a drop.
What levels have double items? In this flag set, level 1 will have 2 floor items. Level 8 will have 2 basement items. And level 9 will have 2 basement items.
Alright, MagicFriends is going to continue to clear 7. He's going to find that heart. Now, Vincent couldn't make it over here because he didn't have the ladder to do the ladder flip. The same as in the randomizer.
It's the same, unless you're talking, if you're talking second quest, then swap level 1s and 4. Level 4 has the 2 items, and level 1 only has 1.
Now, this ladder clip in the end could end up hurting MagicFriends because he's going to clear a lot more of this 7 than Vincent did when he was in here.
Yeah, it's no problem. Keep asking questions. We like new runners. The community is here to help. Join the Discord if you're not already a part of it. There is an entire channel in the Discord that is beginner hints and tips.
Alright, so Vincent is going to go to level 2. Now where are we whistling to? 5, maybe?
No spoilers, it's a 40-year-old game. Yeah. Yeah, if you haven't played the game yet by now.
There are still some people who have not played this game. Vincent was whistling to 4, apparently. I don't think this is where we want to be now. And any other games coming up? Yes, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think, more games coming up tonight. And one just started 5 minutes ago. We'll go over the schedule at the conclusion of the race. Vincent's going to find level 9 a little bit quicker, kind of. And then he's going to get the news that he needs at least 1 more Triforce.
And this, well, he can go to 5.
But he'll get the same news that MagicFriends
yeah, he's going to...
that he is ladder blocked.
Yeah, he knows that he's... Yeah, he knows that he's bow blocked out of that upper section in 5. So he's going to go to 5, get past the bow block, and then find the ladder block.
Yeah.
So that's a bit unfortunate. MagicFriends, meanwhile, still in this level 7, needs to take this transport staircase, which is, I believe, a little further up. Otherwise, he's going to be in here for a while if he's full clear in this, because that Triforce is all the way up in that northern...
And yeah,
I think it's actually in the northeast quadrant, but yeah. This game came out in 1986, so it's 39 years old.
Yep. You'd be surprised, Strider. One of our runners playing tonight, actually, I believe, just turned 30. He's one of our younger people in the community. All right, Vincent's gonna get past this bow block here in 5. Now, it doesn't take long to figure out that you need a ladder to get any further. He is gonna get the white sword, which will help when he goes back into level 1. And MagicFriends trying to do this all by walking in 7 is gonna take a little bit longer.
Yeah. So Vincent found a compass somewhere. That's how he knew where to go for the Triforce, but MagicFriends either didn't see the room with the compass or didn't clear it. I'm not sure, but...
Oh, Vincent, be careful of these lambos. Alright, meanwhile, MagicFriends, did he try bombing north?
Not 100% sure.
All right,
it would appear that way because he's headed back for that transport.
All right, so Vincent's about to get his white sword. Oh, no, that's transport.
Ooh.
Where did
Yeah,
that
that's
take
the other
us?
end of the transport. That's the other end.
Oh, okay.
No, the front end was basically the transport was pointless.
So wait, where was our white sword?
North of here,
Oh, so okay.
this room.
So I wonder if we are we in fact fully ladder blocked in here?
I believe so, because I don't think that this goes anywhere.
Alright, MagicFriends is gonna find the staircase he needs. Though we know he's gotta take kind of a little bit of a weird path to get there, so it looks like we're gonna clear to the left first. Vincent got his white sword, yay, damage upgrade.
This will be very interesting, though, if Vincent does find a workaround for the ladder block.
Yeah, if he can bomb south here. Or even get over into that other column and somehow work his way down.
Yeah. Because if he can get through here without the ladder and does not need to go back to 1, then he might actually enter level 9 first.
We'll see. If he gets this Triforce. No, it didn't bomb. Bomb right. Also did not bomb, so yeah, we definitely need that ladder.
Hard ladder block.
I mean, Vincent's gonna go confirm it, because there is still a chance we could go to the right down here, maybe?
No, this is the right-hand
This
staircase.
is the right side stair. Okay, go get the ladder, Vincent.
Oh, where's he headed?
Well, MagicFriends is kind of going in the right direction. He's gonna get there shortly. Vincent's
either
looking at his
putting it
map here.
together or else he got rooms that he didn't pull clear, thinking there might be a Triforce blower.
I think he cleared everything when he was in here.
Yeah. Hopefully he realizes that he still has an item in 1 and he's not. Oh, and there's the Triforce pickup out of 7 for MagicFriends, so that gives him the required 7 Triforces tonight for level 9.
Woohoo! Alright, Vincent is whistling. He can whistle back to 1. There wasn't a ton left of level 1 that he would have to do. And then 5, once you get back with... where are we going, Vincent?
Well, the one thing that will help him...
We went to 2. Okay.
The one thing that will help him is having that white sword going up against that blue Dark Knot room in 1.
Oh, yeah. Alright, Vincent's on his way back to 1. MagicFriends is in level 9. What are we looking for in level 9, Deus Ex?
We are looking for a single shutter door in a room that does not open after you kill all the enemies, or if you've already killed Ganon, it will open immediately upon entering, and we are listening for a roar, which means Ganon is in a room adjacent to the room you're in, either to the north, south, east, or west.
Oh!
And we have a roar.
We do, but can we get out of this room?
Oh. This is not Ganon. Ganon is south.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go back into that Wizrobe room and try to bomb south.
Maybe push that block
Vulcan
just to
3
see
was
if it
one
opened
room
real
in.
quick.
Hmm?
Okay, well, he found the path to Ganon anyway, so it's a moot point. I was just gonna say that Stalfo's room,
it's
after
the
he cleared
only
it, I
way
would have
to
just
Ganon.
pushed it.
So here's the funny part. When you bomb into Ganon, and on one side it turns into a shutter door, that means it's the only door in that room.
I did not know that.
Nice stun lock for MagicFriends.
Alright. So we have Bacon. Now we're just looking for a single shutter door that opens immediately upon entering the room.
Yep. Alright, so Vincent, meanwhile, is gonna get his map here, which is going to point him in the direction of the ladder in the top half of this level 1. And to answer your question, no, you can't bomb out in that case, because that is the only way in. That's why the shutter door is there, is to keep you from running away from the Ganon fight. Now we're just looking for the princess.
Alright. Vincent is in the ladder room. He just needs to clear this.
Well, no, there are
course.
times. There are times in 9 where you can bomb out of Ganon's room, but you will have entered either from a key door or a shutter door, and it still turns into a shutter on the other side.
Alright, and of course, level 9 whiz robes to make things even more frustrating. Looks like MagicFriends gonna take a transport.
All right, so it looks like we're now in the north. We haven't got the ability to see what the old men are saying, so we don't have any hints.
Oh, I thought that was it. When I saw the single shutter, I was like, oh.
Okay, Vincent has got his ladder. He's on his way
Oh,
back to level 5, and
there's
the
the
door is going to
shutter.
open.
So Vincent was on the right path, but it's just too little too late. Get your GGs in chat for our race winner, MagicFriends, finishing with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 19 seconds.
Yay! Good job, MagicFriends. We're going to see if he's going to come in here for words in just a moment. Alright, Vincent, meanwhile, is gonna be heading back into level 5 and welcoming GG's to MagicFriends. Who's... Did Discord eat your mic?
Maybe? Hello?
Hey, there we go.
Hey, there we go.
Welcome, MagicFriends, GG's.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I
screw that.
saw you had.
That was
I
so
was gonna
bad.
say, I saw you had some very kind words for that seed in the race room that I can't repeat. And
Hey,
If
hey,
I'm not
Magic-
mistaken, this seed is a seed where you need the bow to get a Goma block, to get to your recorder, to get to your raft, to get to your power bracelet, to get to your ladder, to get to your 9. Like, you needed all the items. You needed 7 Triforces. You needed to have the bow before you went into... Like, this 5, you can't get the Triforce out of it until you have the ladder, which you have to go to 1, which is on the raft spot.
But you need the bow first, because you have to get past that Goma.
But you need the bow to get past the Goma, but, like, yeah, it's just everything was... Like, I guess I would say I felt really good about how well I was running, because I looked and I'm like, this seed needs everything, and I know that I need everything, and it's less than an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I figured everything out, now I just gotta get through it. And I was like, I felt really good when I found 9, and I'm going to go like finish my last 2 dungeons. And then I went into that 7. I'm like, because I hadn't seen any of 8 because it was completely ladder blocked.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And so I'm like,
Ooh,
I'll go
good
into
clock.
the 7. That's going to be a little faster, right? No, it's just as far into 7 as possible.
yeah.
Hey, MagicFriends. Later, if you're bored, play the seed from the first race today.
Play the seed from the first race today.
Yes.
Okay. Is it somehow worse?
Yes.
That is difficult. I would gladly swap with somebody who was in that
Try
race.
4 out of 5 for Vincent, by the way.
It's kind of
Alright,
funny because
Vincent's headed to 9.
we never saw anything more of 8 other than one room.
Yeah,
from either
we
runner.
saw, yeah. We saw the ladder block, and I didn't even see the
Yeah.
Goma until you went back in there.
The Goma was the one in...
The Gleeok, I'm sorry, the Gleeok in
Gleeok
in
in
8 on the
yeah.
other side. Alright, Vincent has entered level 9. If you take the right staircase, this is not terrible.
Yeah, it's a pretty quick level.
But yeah, so this you guys kind of switched places a couple of different times. You were ahead on Triforces, Vincent was ahead on exploration and items, and then you guys would swap back and forth a few different times.
It was probably pretty hard not to, because each piece of the puzzle was so spread out.
Mm-hmm. But what really did it for you was that when you went into 5, you had your bow and you had your silvers. So you were able to kill the Goma, so you had the knowledge that when you eventually would find 9, you knew that you had to have that ladder when you left level 1. Vincent sadly cleared everything else in level 1, but didn't do the room with the map, which didn't show him where that ladder was going to be.
So he went up to 5 to go get his Triforce, and then realized
And he
didn't have
couldn't
the
get
ladder.
in.
Well, he also had an item outstanding in 5. So for all he knew, that
It
item
was
was
there.
behind that Goma block. Yeah, the ladder is behind the Goma block. But it got him his white sword, which made clearing that blue Dark Nut room a lot quicker, I'm sure.
Yeah, and there's no way of knowing what are remaining items. Unless Vincent finds some of them here in level 9. We don't know if this could be a double Nanner 9.
This is Zelda, I'm pretty sure. If he clears that room, that
Yeah, Zelda was behind some Stalfos, so I think that was
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
I'm
were they
very,
in
very
Ganon's room?
curious. I did not, because I took the transport. If you go to the left from
Yeah.
start, the transport puts you right in Ganon.
Yeah.
So he went right from start and took a transport, and yeah, he's ended up in the completely wrong part of the map at this point.
But yeah, that is
No, go ahead.
But yeah, I was gonna say that is really what finally set you in the lead, was your ability when you went into 5 to know that you still had a level remaining because you got the white sword out of 5 because you got past the Goma. You knew your progression wasn't there, which tells you that there is a level somewhere out there that you can still get to. And that gave you the raft, and you knew that you needed to be able to get that ladder out of 1 before you went back to 5.
Sure. Yeah, and as soon as I grabbed the raft out of 2, I'm like immediately going to the 2 raft locations. I find one.
Yeah. Because, like, we could look at the logic of the seed, and we're just like, oh, well, we know what the items in 1 are.
Well, at that point, I didn't need the raft to tell me. I didn't need the item in level 5 to tell me where the raft, that I needed the raft spot. I just could look at my tracker and see that the only place I had left was
Power bracelet and raft.
yeah,
And ladder
I'm like,
spots.
and
That was a question.
Go ahead.
So you're going through the river spots. You've only got 2 bombs. And you choose not to actually bomb the river spots, which makes perfect sense. But was it you were just going to go check all the power bracelets first, or?
Actually, no. I had felt like there was a really high number of. So there's like so many rooms in the seed that are like you can like, what is it, like a third chance that they can open?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'd already felt like there were a very large number of them. So I was like, you know what? I don't feel like I feel like I've checked so many of the option things and they've been correct. Like, there was a spot at the grave, and there's like a lot of times the grave, neither of those opens up, but this time the left-hand one did. And there were a lot of the third bomb spot on the coast had opened up, the extra candle spot had opened up. So I'd seen so many of them opened up that my brain was like, don't waste your bombs here, just skip them and go do Bogey's Arrow, and and do all the other stuff. And if it just happens to turn out that like you were wrong, then you were wrong. But I've already lost 1 seed in these races because of my counts. So I just decided like there was more of a calculated guess than it was a. Oh yeah, that thing. Okay, he should be hearing Ganon right there, right?
I think he's got to go 1 room to the right to hear.
Yeah, he's got to
Ganon.
go past this blue wizard.
But then you can't get into Ganon from that side.
I never went into this right side.
Yeah,
it could
he
bomb.
Can go. Yeah, he can bomb down.
Oh no, you
This is
can't
the
go into
transport
here.
staircase.
No, Ganon is 1 room to the right of
Ganon's
this.
to
Oh
the
yeah,
right.
he's got to go up and around or something.
Yeah.
This is what I was worried about. The only way you can get to that Ganon is through that transport, because you have to come
and
through
then
that
the bomb
transport
down.
and the bomb south.
Yep.
Well, that's fun.
Just one more thing. Oh, at least you found the
Hey!
map. Oh
It's
wow,
a
it's
parrot.
even like a little nook there. Man.
Yeah, it's Toucan Sam.
Well, okay. Well, that tells him then that. I mean, maybe he can. No, I think he tried to bomb right out of that
This is good.
room.
If he goes
so.
back and he tries that 1 room.
Oh wow! So that's only a
transport stair.
1 room
Yes.
thing to the left as
No, no,
well.
Vincent, go the other
He's gonna
way.
try to walk. He's gonna try to walk it.
This is. I feel like this is going to mean he checks like every staircase first, because he's just not going to recognize that 1 room to the left would be a staircase.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
he's
mean,
only got one
you don't
bomb,
want to
too.
think that it is, but if this doesn't let him go any further.
Oh, well, hopefully this sends
Yeah.
him to the left.
Yeah, the only way to get back north is through the staircase in this room. So
He's gonna try to farm bombs first.
yeah, I think the only thing that the seed did nicely was the fact that it gave you decently priced bombs. Everything else, like low,
Yeah.
big, all the large secrets were under like recorder spots and power bracelet slots.
Yeah. The silver arrows being the white sword item was pretty nice, though.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Though, when I find a red ring as the Armos item, as much as I love seeing that, it's just like, oh no, this is bad. Now, sadly, Vincent's out of bombs. He's gonna need a bomb when he eventually does find the staircase to take to Ganon. He will need a bomb to go south. Yeah.
Yeah, I almost feel like finding that map might have been a bad thing, because he still has not gone to that room to the left that has the magic staircase. And I think he's just seeing that, oh, there's just one room over there. Like, it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't lead towards Ganon. And so he's going to check everything besides that one room.
Well, again, it's like the low percentage check, basically. It's like,
It
do I check
is.
just the one room, or do I check the
it's the-
entire dungeon?
That is the ultimate low percentage. It's going in the wrong direction, and it's just a one-off room.
Now, maybe we'll get lucky and one of these potential bomb droppers will give us some bombs. Nah. Well, alright.
Okay, there's a heart. That gives him a
Hearts
shot
are
at
good.
the next one.
Yeah.
I think somebody was telling me that like if you see a heart, the next one's your bomb chance.
It lets you know you're close.
Good
Yeah.
chance about that, yeah. Hearts can drop on 7 and bombs drop on 8. Hearts can drop on 5 and bombs drop on 6. And 10 and bombs
gross.
drop on 1. But
So
Heart can
gross.
also drop on 8, and 9 is not a bomb drop. It can also drop on 1.
Alright, Vincent's gonna have to leave level 9 to go get bombs. He's gonna also refill at the
I
fairy
can
fountain. Maybe
refill.
he's just gonna go back in and do the wizard room. Dude, bomb upgrade in 7! Go get it, Vincent!
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
bomb
that's
upgrade
a
in
good
7.
call. It's only one room in,
No,
and
no,
and
Vincent,
7's only 2
7,
rooms,
7.
2 screens away.
Oh, dang it.
Okay, well, you got
Go to 7.
bombs.
He's gonna swing down and check mags as well. Alright guys, I am actually on one of the next races doing commentary, and I've already done my race and we've done this one, so I'm gonna dip a little bit early if that's okay.
Yeah.
And I'll say GG's Magic Friends, and good luck moving forward, and GG's to Vincent when you eventually get through this.
I think he actually just hit DNF in the race room, so
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he is.
Oh man.
I might be going to do another mag check, and maybe if he doesn't get mags here.
he's like, nope, that's it, I'm done. If I'm gonna have to fight 8 blue whiz robes and the race is over, nope. All right, thanks CD for casting, and thank you to who's Smiles is on the tracking.
Yeah. All right, and we are joined by the runner-up tonight, Vincent. Yeah, GG on that, buddy. It just didn't go your way tonight.
Yeah, Dark Knights go burr.
Dark Knight's over.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not going to grab the item in 1. Jokes on me. That item in 1 is required. Because item in
Yeah.
3 that are blocked. The Triforce in 5 is blocked. And apparently level 9 was pretty well ladder block too. So even if I wanted to try and get into 9 earlier, I couldn't.
9 actually was not. So whenever you first entered 9, that one single room that's off to the left, that's the magic staircase to get the Ganon tonight.
And I figured that was going to be the case.
Yeah.
I never went left.
Yeah, I feel like I almost feel like finding the map almost did you dirty there because once you saw it was just one single room, it was like the ultimate low percentage play of like it's going away from Ganon because you heard the roar, you knew where he was, but it's like going away from Ganon and it's one single room. MagicFriends, when he entered 9, he went left first and found the magic staircase instantly, and it was basically an instant Ganon for him.
And you know me, like I take staircases in 9. That's my mantra. I know it's a little bit slower, but instead of doing the up and down thing, I just take all my staircases. So like I was like 2 rooms in, I'm like, oh, Ganon, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard him. I was like, all right, can I bomb around? No,
Yeah.
no, magic staircase. Yay.
Yeah.
where's the staircase?
Yeah, the other thing that cost you was so when MagicFriends went into level 1, he knew that the ladder had to be in there just by process of elimination. You still had an item in 5 outstanding, which could have technically been the ladder. So yeah, we kind of understood why you didn't full clear 1 and went back to 5. But yeah, it ended up costing you.
Yeah, I was like, and as soon as I got into 5, there was like one more room that I didn't clear, but I didn't feel like trying to dig it with a white sword, and the only reason I forfeited there was because I was like, it's going to be too much of a hassle trying to dig through 9 with all those whiz robes. No, thank you. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. All right.
Plus-
Once again, GG guys. Unfortunately, we do have to cut this a little short because we have another race starting on this channel immediately following ours as soon as we sign off. But yeah, before I let you go, does anybody have any last words or thoughts about the seed or the tournament going forward?
Just good game, Vincent, and hopefully you get your win next round.
Yep, that's the plan. I always have next week, so... and as soon as I saw you finish, I was like, well, I'm going to try and see if I can at least get the time. Just try to be able to do it next week.
Yeah.
There's no point in trying to drag this out any more than I have. I figured I'm going to probably be another like 10-15 minutes. So...
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough call. But okay, with that, we will go ahead and let everyone go, and we will sign off so the next crew can take over. Thank you two for putting on a spectacular race tonight, and good luck going forward. Thank you to SpeedGaming for giving us use of their channel tonight, and thank you to Smilefires and my co-commentator who had to leave a little early to go call another race, CD Improv. Thank you all for joining us, and thank you the viewers for joining us tonight and hanging out with us. But with that, we will go ahead and kick it over to the next race, starting immediately following this one. That is a race featuring 2, 1, and 3 runners, Spatter 9999 versus Opno Point. Should be a good race. It's very rare to see Opno with only 1 win this far in, because he's one of the top runners of this game, so must have had some bad luck early. But that should be a great race. 2 very good runners. So we will let everyone get settled in for that race. Have a great rest of your evening, and I will catch you on the next one.